Kelsey, we are live. We are taking
Yellow
live
ghost catcher.
callers, quote unquote, through the Substack app. If you'd like to join, you can send a request to join. If not, you can share your question there. Amy has joined. Amy, I think, she's got some interesting, I don't even want to say time travel, and it's not inverted entropy. It's some other phenomenon going on in her life, and it involves clocks. Jesse, I'm going to kick that one over to you because I have no fucking idea what's going on. Do you have a Pulp Fiction or Boondock? What is that? Reservoir Dog shirt?
Yeah, it's Edgar Allan Poe and H.P. Lovecraft. Like
But
they're,
all
I think it's
Reservoir
Boondock
Dogs.
Saints, isn't it?
Okay.
Isn't it, or is it? It may be Reservoir Dogs. I can't remember.
I don't know. All these movies kind of blend together for me.
I mean, there was that time in the '90s where like every movie like that had that pose. So
Amy, I'm going to invite you on so we can start tackling the metaphysical issues of the day.
yeah, I'm about to with the Rays occult.
And Amy, we are going to have to ask you a series of questions regarding, medical stuff having to do with your elbow.
Yeah. Let's yeah.
I hope I invited the right Amy Stefek. Just there are like 6 of you on Substack, so you're gonna have to put like neuroscientist or something next to your name.
Yeah. It's not nothing weird with the elbows. It's just it's just a way.
It's just pure science.
Yeah, it's totally science.
Yeah.
This is can you see? It's his guest frame.
Hell yeah.
After the explosion. Yeah. Good stuff.
Well, she may not join her. I mean, Kelsey, do you have... Oh, thank you, Bob. This one got slightly sunburned because you know how Texas is. I put it out on the porch for a little bit because it had a fungus gnat. And I get weird about that.
I got to give Bob props. He's good with the plants.
He's a good plant guy. Okay, so Amy's getting...
He's good with the plants.
Yeah. Amy has to put her Candace Owens merch on before she can join us, but she's coming on. She understood the assignment.
Rock on.
Rock on.
I gotcha.
We are, technically speaking, the Business of Woo's base department. So if you call in, I want you to know you're calling the base department. And Kelsey, in the meantime, if you've got anything you want to toss at us, if I don't want to call you out or make you show your shit on here, but if you have any run-ins with like eldritch terrors, Lovecraftian entities, typhonic, thelemic beings, totally. Anything, we are here to deal with this, and we do have the right equipment.
Weird elbow inflammation. I mean, whatever you got going on, doesn't matter.
So really quickly,
I brought the fancy ruler. So I mean, I'm ready. I'm ready.
Did I tell you, by the way, Jesse, we had the doctor at the house and he went to test our like leg response and hit us on the knee thing. Mm-hmm. And he's like, I lost my shamalama ding dong, whatever they call that.
Yeah.
And he's like, I just used this now and it was a butter knife. And I was like, that seems official. Thank you.
I call it a Dr. Shillelagh,
It is a Dr. Shillelagh.
Yeah, that's what I call it.
Yeah, it is for real. Jesse, has your day gotten weirder since we talked? Mine got more normal. It seems to be ebbing a little.
It got weird? Then it got more normal?
It got normal after we talked. Hey, Deanna, how's it going?
Yeah.
Deanna, we're answering any metaphysical questions you may have. Do you want me to, Jesse, really quickly reread the list of things that we are equipped at handling?
It's, in no particular order. Sure.
Okay.
If you want
to. It up.
Yeah.
Oh, good. Adobe InDesign has thoughts. Said no one ever. Okay, that's not it. Bear with me. I know this is an unbecoming angle on my chin, so just
Microsoft Teams would like you to update. No, thank you.
Don't make it weird, guys.
No, thank you.
Cool.
No, thank you.
Yeah. Why can't I find my post? I can't find my own shit. Oh, here it is. Okay.
I mean, I can find it if you can't find it. It's up to you.
So shadow people, DJ Renegade. I have deep thoughts on shadow people and hard drugs. Okay.
Oh, Bob, you should come on and ask about the shadow people, dude.
Yeah, we'll talk about that. But like, are they true shadow people? Are they about 3 feet tall? Because there's other entities that are not technically. The miniatures are the formal shadow people.
No shit.
Yeah, technically in their, but I'm getting into spectral taxonomies here, which this may not be the time or the place. So UFOs, UAPs, astral projections, mental telepathy, ESP, clairvoyance, spirit photography, telekinetic movement, full trance mediums, Loch Ness Monster, Theory of Atlantis, Tartaria, Titans and Olympians, Anunnaki, spiritism, the occult, metaphysics, alchemy, divination, haunting, shades, and ghosts. So that's some of it.
Yeah.
Jesse, did you have anything you wanted to add?
Yeah, just like elbow stuff. But beyond that, it's okay.
Okay. Yeah, Bob, we'll have you on in a minute.
Anything supernaturally, I mean, I wish I had a cigarette right now and could hit that like Art Bell pose,
Oh, I know. I wish I had a cigarette. As much as I love nicotine, I really don't like, and I love smoking marijuana. Like I prefer a joint as my delivery vehicle for marijuana. I'm not like a bong rip person. I'm not a dabs person.
You're not one of those people that turns it into a goddamn science project?
No.
Is that what you're trying to say?
But I don't like smoking cigarettes. It's the weirdest thing. You'd think it would be my jam, but it's not. Here we go. Yes. Amy, thank you for wearing your Candace Owens merch.
Oh, nice work.
New beauty filter and music mode. Well, I need all the filters I can get off. I'll tell you why this is a terrible idea.
Yeah.
I've already had too much wine. That's okay.
No.
Amy, it has vitamins in it. Okay.
I know.
And this is not wine.
I'm fortified. What are you drinking, girl?
Here, I'll show you the bottle. So you know the terroir that I'm enjoying this evening.
Yeah, that stuff's all from the earth. It's all from the earth. It's all
that's a plant. That's a plant.
It's all natural.
So Amy, I soft rolled what you're dealing with. It's neither inverted entropy nor is it time travel. It's something with clocks and liminality and is that still your primary question?
Like Flavor Flav? Like that?
I mean, it's Flavor Flav. Okay, wait. First of all, do I call you Billy or Jesse? I don't know. What's the protocol?
It doesn't matter. I'm all of those things.
I mean, if you were naked, it would have to be Billy, but otherwise he allows for either.
Billy, this is what happened. I woke up like wide awake. I'm like, all right, what time is it? Is this reasonable? I look at my phone. It says 2:33, and I'm like, and I look over at my little battery clock on the side table, and it says like 3:45, and I'm like, wait, hold on, what are we doing here?
Hold up. Technical term. Yeah.
And so I talked to Rachel earlier today. I'm like, hey, do your like non-phone clocks like lose time? And she's like, I don't know anything about clocks. I'm not in charge of clocks. Like she totally absolved herself of clocks.
You have to understand the dynamics, the hierarchy of roles and responsibilities in my home is such that I don't touch real things.
It was more funny and interesting than my query will ever be.
Didn't Penis Rocket Boy, didn't he build some like fancy clock out in the desert somewhere? Like,
no, yeah, that was Jeff Bezos.
Oh, I thought
the world clock. Yeah. And it was a clock that would last through a nuclear blast.
Looks like a penis. I'm sorry. Please keep going.
Yeah. So the future, once we do what Atlantis did, that's what happened to Atlantis. Those are hand hieroglyphs I just did. That we'd still know what fucking day and time it is because that's what's going to matter. And I appreciate Jeff's attention.
Actually, I have my own theory about what happened to Atlantis, and it's when hot witches and hot robots went to war with one another.
Okay.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay. Team Hot Witches.
Yeah. No, seriously. Yeah, I wrote a whole thing.
Fuck robots.
Yeah.
Okay, so Amy, and then you did further clock investigation though. It got weirder.
Well,
but wait, it got weirder.
I don't know if it even got weirder. I just like apparently it's not a thing. It's just like I Googled.
Did you get up?
My clocks are all fucked up, and I'm like, well,
the Sherlock theme. The Sherlock theme started to play, and like like that whole thing. Like
I'm like, well, this is a buff. Yeah.
So wait. No,
so Dr. Ford got a hold of you, and now it doesn't look like anything to you. Okay.
Okay. So
I mean,
You looked at your clock on your phone, and it said what time?
It was like it was like a 6-minute difference between, because when I look at my battery clock and it says 3:46, I'm like, that's 4 o'clock. That's a reasonable hour.
Is it an atomic clock?
No, it's not.
Because I have one that takes batteries like that.
I don't know.
It does that whole atomic clock sync up thing, you know?
I'm not a clockologist, so I don't know how.
Fucking Amy, I have a news flash for you. You are a fucking neuroscientist.
But I'm not a clockologist. I don't know how crystals work.
But I mean, it seems like clocks you should be able to take care of clocks.
Yeah, you would think.
But see, the mystery did get deeper because there was weird shit with the car clock, and this is not the first time this has happened, and it coincides with high strangeness.
It happens every year. So in Michigan, we have daylight savings. So every 6 months, we reset our clocks. So you get a fresh start.
But not today.
But by the time it comes around, they're 6 minutes off. So that's
okay. I think this is still like worthy of analysis. Maybe we're not going to land the plane today on this.
There could be a time discrepancy, like actually in your room. You know, in that short, you know.
I'm going to throw some ideas out there. Magnetic poles on the Earth are shifting. Item number one. Item number two, you know what came up a lot yesterday? And I only emailed the 2 other people on the screen with me right now. Okay? About this Masonic ritual that opens up a liminal dimension where they like apparently do butt stuff.
Oh, yeah.
At the top of the ladder.
With the floor and the ladder and the thing.
Jacob and Boaz in the black and white tiled floor and all the like Masonic compasses and triangles and their like 2nd grade math shit.
I emailed you guys the cover of because I never knew what the fuck that
Serena,
was.
By the way, the chat is crushing it. CERN may have something to do with it. And do you want to know about CERN? Can I drop? I'm going to recommend 2 things if you have interest in CERN. One is YouTube, a documentary called Project Looking Glass. Okay, get into that. Item number 2, who's just on my fucking porch? Oh, it's the mail lady, but it's a replacement one. Sorry, she had a babushka on. You'll see I get activated around head coverings. That's neither here nor there.
Yeah, right.
Don't worry about that. I have a feeling Anna Maria knows what I'm talking about, why I was like, time to get the gun and settle all family business. Item number 2 about CERN. Ghislaine Maxwell's sister, slightly older sister, one of the founding scientists at CERN, she created the world's first internet search engine, Magellan, at CERN. It was a CERN tool before it became the World Wide Web.
No shit.
Ghislaine Maxwell, who was the madam for Epstein, and whose father, Robert Maxwell, not the real name, was a spy for Mossad, was killed by Mossad, thrown off his boat, the Lady Ghislaine, and buried in the Mound of Olives, where Judas betrayed Jesus.
You know, everything's gone crazy since they started running that large hard-on collider. Like, we've been fucked up ever since. Yes.
Amy has thoughts on the hard-on collider.
I have a fun fact to share. I was watching my dinner movie was the Tetris documentary about the game.
Continue.
How it came to be. Fun fact, Robert Maxwell.
Oh, no.
Totally involved. So this bro in Russia working at some government coding whatever was like, blah, 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 I'm going to make a fun game for my friends. And everyone's like, oh my God, I'm addicted. And then Russ was like, hey, quit it. And then someone came in and bought the rights to that and then was working for Robert Maxwell. And then everyone else that got involved, Robert Maxwell was like.
So Robert Maxwell was Mossad, but he was a triple agent. He betrayed Israel, and he also was a spy for MI6, and he was a Soviet spy, and he sold the Soviets nuclear secrets.
And Tetris.
Tetris.
Okay. Wouldn't it be weird if, like, the code in Tetris is how they smuggled out the nuclear secrets?
Wouldn't it be weird if that's how I MK Ultra'd myself as a child? Because all I fucking did was play Tetris.
Tetris is a fucking bomb, yeah. For me, it was high school, but yeah, right on. Yeah.
By the way, of course it's Russian. And we're back to Rachel just instinctively gravitating to all things Russian.
Here, make this fun game and then go traffic people. You know, yeah, right on.
Well, yeah, and you know, he started Kaplan and...
Oh, I know.
Oh, yeah. I didn't know that.
Yeah,
Maxwell did?
he sold America all of our textbooks and all of our SAT GRE prep. Yeah.
When you're selling the textbooks
behind the paywall.
Yeah, when you're selling the textbooks, you get to write history.
Something about that. The internet and all the textbooks. You know, it's above my pay grade to figure it out. I'm still worried about what kind of butt stuff Masons are doing when they open up a liminal dimension at the top of a cartoon ladder.
I mean, they climb up the ladder and then it's like butt things. That's
well, they want to make what's the name of it? The homunculus. This is one of my favorite things to talk about.
Oh, yeah. That guy cracked me up when he was like, yeah, that's how they're building their homunculus. And I was like, what?
It's like a golem, but it's a baby born of sublime Illuminati butt sex. And it's called a homunculus.
Yeah, there's a homunculus in the Hellboy comics.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Roger the homunculus is his name.
He's got a cool origin. He's a butt.
I guess I don't think in the comics he came from like up the ladder butt stuff, but maybe
that's what it is, dude.
I read it
definitionally.
Yeah.
In neuroscience school, the homunculus was taught to us because it was this like physical representation of a human, but its body parts were exaggerated where all the nerve endings were. So it had big lips, a big penis, big fingertips, and then like a little body and a weird head.
Like Jeff Bezos' rocket. I get it.
Yeah.
They just found carvings that look exactly like that in
the homunculus
Camp Mystic. And there's runes. It's like a weird military base. And so there's carvings of homunculus. What you just described, and I was like, where's that?
Where's Camp
homunculi?
Mystic?
I don't know. Someone in the chat, we're going to need somebody to get on this. Where is Camp Mystic, please?
Bob, find out where Camp Mystic is.
It looks like Lake Tahoe. And there were runes carved in, like weird homunculus faces in rocks. And I just saw that today. So that's an interesting reference.
Do you know that in the 90s, they were going to build the largest collider around Dallas?
I did know that because you mentioned it to me.
And they shut it down in during Clinton, for Clinton 1. The Congress shut it down. They started building it though. They started there. It was going to go around Waxahachie. So we were going to have the largest
and you guys would have had the opening ceremony that was an obvious ritual to open a portal for a demon. Have you seen the CERN opening ceremony?
Okay, yes, I know. But they shut that down. So I have this theory that reality wired off at that point, okay? And somewhere they built that.
That's why Amy's clocks are off.
And that's why your clocks are off. That's true. Somewhere they built that. Somewhere that shit's real, okay? And we're living in that future. But here, they got the CERN thing over there. You know, that's the main one now, okay? You see what I'm saying?
Jesse, have you looked into Montauk at all?
No, I know it isn't. That where Philadelphia experiment was?
Yeah, that's the inspiration for Stranger Things, but it's very real. And they were doing weird shit there, Project Looking Glass shit. Oh, it's flooded. It's a flooded camp in Texas. Camp Mystic, Jesse, is where all the kids drowned when the tree hit my house.
Oh, no shit.
What?
Bob,
your
grandpa was a fucking radar operator at Camp Mystic?
Whoa.
So was the mass death event some kind of ritual sacrifice?
Obviously.
I mean,
we don't know, but we know.
I mean, I'm sure Anna Marie will talk about this when she gets on here, but they had like a huge hailstorm over there last night.
They don't need that in Bosnia. They've had enough.
No, they literally, it's all over there. And literally, there wasn't a car to rent in the whole damn country. By about 10 a.m.
Remember our hailstorm?
Yeah.
Switzerland. Well, that's where CERN is. Anna Maria, thank you.
Oh, yeah, Switzerland. Yeah, okay, which ties us back to the Hard-On Collider. Yep, there you go.
All right. So, Amy, there's a Hard-On Collider, there's a homunculus, there's a liminal butt stuff space, and they are all screwing around with your clocks.
My friend Emily called it the Large Hard-On Collider one time, and I've never been able to call it anything else ever since. To me, it's always the Hard-On Collider.
And Amy, while you're here, while we have you, who do you think killed Charlie Kirk? It's not a big deal. It's not a
just we're not trying to get real deep or whatever, but
you know what?
They killed Charlie Kirk.
Speaking of Masonic rituals and inverted pentagrams and whatnot.
Yeah.
I'm Team Candace. So obviously,
Team Candace too.
I'm
some nice person bought her that, Jesse. Some nice fan, someone who just really
Bob
showed up in the comments and just said Israel.
Bob
is fucking dead.
Always going back to that shit. Yeah.
That's so funny. That's the best shit ever. Oh, it's good times.
I mean, Amy makes
my husband is so happy right now. You have no idea.
Makes everybody else cool shirts, so like somebody should send her a cool shirt, right?
Yeah. Amy deserves cool shirts. So guys, if you don't know, because Amy didn't introduce herself, we're actually not being sarcastic. Amy is a neuroscientist. It's a true story. I saw her go to bat for what I would say is civilization at an event of mine at Nature's Treasures when some other PhDs slapped her big fucking dick on the table. It was
I wish I'd have been there.
Where'd you go to school? What's your degree? And Amy's like, University of Michigan, neuroscience. And she was like, okie dokie then, I'll be on my way. And like walked away after telling me you can't grow mint in Texas. Okay, Debbie. Item number 2, Amy is the owner and CEO, I believe.
I'm president, actually.
President of Puck Hockey, which makes clothing that is awesome, and did a totem collab. We have a winter and now a spring summer collection together. But do you have other big band launches you would just want to mention while you're here so we can thank you for your time? Since we figured out your clock problem.
Yeah, we have some big ones coming up. Ghost. Oh my God.
Hell yeah.
Nice.
Stone Temple Pilots.
No shit, Stone Temple Pilots.
Yes. Megadeth.
Yes. Right on.
I mean.
That's good stuff. I won a Rachel Puck Hockey raffle, and I got a cool ass Freya jersey, and nice. I have literally been waiting for months now for the temperature to drop below 110 degrees so I can actually wear it out somewhere.
Right.
Yeah.
Jesse lives where those guys in True Detective season 1 lived, in the storage containers. He just walks around a gas mask and is literally with a machete.
I'm literally right across the border. I'm right across the border in Texas. But yeah, that's where they have that big shootout in Beaumont. Like that's literally that's
in the housing project, Amy.
70 miles away from
contiguous shot in any television series ever.
I heard they actually shot that in New Orleans, but I can't get any.
No, they shot it in Beaumont.
Where they got it?
They did.
I know. Some people say Beaumont, and then some people say they shot it in New Orleans. So I don't know. But anyway.
New Orleans isn't going to let them no way because there's agrarian things around it.
I mean,
New Orleans, I know the back of my ass.
Yeah, I've been going to Beaumont since I was a kid. I mean, Rob lives in Beaumont. Yeah, so it's like
shout out to Rob.
Yeah, so it looked like
Rob, you live where fictional character Russ Cole was put in a mental institution, famously.
And you're gonna have to give him shit when he comes on because I don't think he's watched it yet. And
it's Cindy.
Yeah.
Hi, Cindy. She's the nicest dog in the world. Hey, Cindy. Cindy, we sorted out all the problems in the house.
Aren't you beautiful? Look at you. Don't worry about the clocks. Don't worry about the clocks, baby. Everything's okay. All right? It'll be all right.
Amy, I hope you're going to leave here a satisfied customer. Thank you for calling the business of based department. We were accidentally quite based, actually. So that worked out well.
I feel like you've given us a lot more to think about than when the question started. So, I mean... The pursuit of knowledge continues. That's what I'm saying.
Fantastic.
Cindy's so sweet.
Oh,
my dog is.
Hey, assholes, pay attention to how she acts. Where are y'all? Look right here. This is how dogs are supposed to.
Wait, Jesse, what do you have? What do you have?
Oh my God, like 4 mutts. Like there's one under the desk. There's one across the room. There's one behind me.
He rescued them all during COVID.
I don't think you see.
I love that.
They showed up on the road, and he grabbed them and took care of them.
Yes.
The day that they were like, "Hey, this COVID thing might be real," they all showed up at my house.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Oh my God, Cindy's so cute. I think Cindy just realized people are looking at her. It's the cutest thing. She went.
She's like, I didn't even brush my hair today. Oh my God.
It's okay. Sweetie. Your hair looks good, honey.
Oh my God. When she smiles. Oh my. All right, I'm in love. Sorry.
It happens. Hey, dogs get us.
I'm trading you all in. You understand?
Well, I locked the Führer out of my office for this because I'm not in the mood. Around eclipses and full moons, he gets a little extra.
I'll give them shit, but they've actually been pretty good today. I was like, I'm going on stream. Y'all don't act like assholes. And they were like, oh,
yeah,
got a treat maybe to keep us occupied while you do this dumb thing. And I was like, yeah.
All right. Amy, this was awesome. Thank you so much.
Love you guys.
You're out early on good behavior. I appreciate you. If you just hit disconnect and then you can rejoin. I don't know how to kick you out.
All right. Now, cool. I'll figure it. Okay.
God bless you. Oh, this is getting serious. That's what she puts up before she does brain surgeries.
Nice.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye, Amy.
Oh, how nice. Look, it works.
Look, our first successful customer. What do you think?
I think so. I think it went well. It looks like Amy's still kind of there, but also.
Well, I think you may have to press a button and disconnect them from the chat, which I think will kick her out of the chat, but then she has to join chat again.
Oh, no, she left. She left.
Yeah,
you know what? It took a second. It said her internet connection was unstable because she's obviously in some kind of liminal in between. She's betwixt things.
Yeah, all of her clocks are like all different, you know?
Yeah, she's got more woo going on than she knows.
I mean, I joined her, you know, because I mean, I've bought all those VCRs lately, and like, you think I set all those clocks? Fuck no, you know. I mean, they're flashing all over the house right now, so I don't know where I am.
Oh, she's back. See, she popped back in.
See it right on. All right, it worked.
So we're at lucky number 13 viewers who've joined this live. If any of you of the 13 in the chat have a query, a question, something for Jesse and I to tackle, you know, with our collective brain power, which again, just for a reminder, this is happening. So just manage expectations. It's Casamigos Reposado Tequila.
Looks pretty nice. I like that.
It's a clean fuel.
Label looks like a toe tag. I'm down with it. Yeah.
It looks like a toe tag. I think it's owned by George Clooney. That's not my fault. So if anybody else has any questions.
I don't have any issue with Clooney. You know, he's just trying to Clooney.
He's just trying to Clooney. At least he bangs a human rights attorney.
He's just trying to navigate through the
a mall.
Yeah. You know.
Yeah, shit happens. If anybody else wants us to examine their issue, their high strangeness, a matter of supernatural origin.
Yeah, who's up? I think Bob had a question. I know Anna Maria may have a question. I'm not sure.
His wife's low-key badass. Kelsey loves a good human rights attorney, and I love Kelsey.
I mean, why not? You know, I mean, she's trying to do good
Bob,
stuff.
I'm going to bring you on, and then we're gonna do it, and then we're gonna cycle it through.
Bob, so if you can guess the CSP card, you can come on.
DJ Renegade. Bear with me. There's a lot of DJs on here too, and for some reason, it doesn't prioritize your search based on because I follow him and I subscribe, and I don't know why it's being. I'm not going to say the word.
Did George Clooney get with Brad Pitt's daughter?
I don't think so.
Oh my God, I don't know.
DJ Renegade, here you go. I've invited you. Okay, friend?
It is the official invite. It just popped up.
Anna Maria. Okay. Anna Maria, we'll bring you on after Bob joins us. Hey, what's up, DJ Renegade? Look at this. Look at this fucking setup. Look at that chair.
Hey, Bob's very fancy with the studio.
How's it going today?
It's going okay, sir. It's Freya's day, you know?
Yeah. I got
Thank God it's Freya's day.
right.
So you seem to be a student, if you will, like, an immersive field researcher of high strangeness, it seems. So let's rock and roll. What do you want to talk about?
So this was about 2001, 2002, okay?
So, bit of a bad time.
Dun.
Well, it was a bad time for me getting good time.
A giant Illuminati ritual had just occurred.
Bum, bum, bum.
So I was in rehab.
Oh, okay. Congratulations.
Yeah, so what is this, 26? So I'm 25 years clean and sober.
Holy shit, that's a long time. That's a quarter of a century.
Bob's done much better than me. But yes,
yeah.
Very proud.
No problems with whatever.
Very
but
proud.
that's not the point, right? So
I know, I get the joke.
That's neither here nor there.
Neither here nor there. It does not bother me in the least. So I was 30 days in-house at La Hacienda down in Hunt, Texas, which is close to Austin, Kerrville.
Mm-hmm.
Very, very spiritual place, right? Some really cool people there. Great. I'm still in contact with some of them to this day. Actually, just ran into one in Beaumont the other day. But it was one night, and so preface this, when you go into rehab, and so I back in those days I smoked lots of crack, did lots of coke, lots of drugs. I was very functional addict, so that brings in some of the shadow people thing. But
by the way, do you know I've never done cocaine ever?
Really?
Really? And I'm finding that I'm in the minority because both my parents did it my whole childhood, and I was like, I'm okay.
Yeah, I mean, I was always an upper guy, not a downer.
Okay.
So
you like getting shit done?
I do. I do.
Hey, Laura.
So I'm in rehab, right?
Okay.
Of course, they give you meds and stuff to help you sleep and to kind of level you out, right? And it's a good sound sleep. Let me say that, right? They'll dose you up and knock your ass out, right? Eat a lot. And one night, and I swear on all that's holy, this happened to me, right? I jumped out of bed, fearful for my mortal life, about 3:00 in the morning. Okay, I jumped out of bed.
That's that time. And I can tell you what exorcists say about 3 a.m. Remind me.
Eternal.
Oh, okay. And I'm in a single room by myself. And I'm looking around like, what the fuck just happened to me? Nothing bothers me,
You're in a room with an apex predator and every cell in your body knows it.
So later that day, right, I go back to sleep, an uneasy sleep for the next couple hours, get up, breakfast. And as it turns out, so I got to talk to my counselor later that day, right? And as it turns out, there was a young lady there in rehab. And so at certain points in rehab, you got to go out you got to go off campus and, go buy deodorant, go to Walmart, that kind of stuff, right? Supervised. You couldn't bring back mouthwash because obviously you could drink that. But this young lady had Aussie Sprunch, hairspray.
Yeah.
Okay. And she was drinking that, killing herself that night. And as in talking to my my counselor that day, that was the angel of death coming to get her.
Wow.
What?
I don't know if we've ever told you that.
I've never heard this story before.
There's some, just needless to say, after that, like when I was in heavy drug use, I saw lots of shadow people because I would get beyond that point. Like I used a lot of acid and eggs for mind expansion, right? I loved acid, loved ecstasy, loved acid more than everything else, Could have been declared clinically insane multiple times because of the amounts that I did, but it expanded consciousness, But that's like I've had guns pulled on me, by cops, by people. Didn't scare me. That scared me to my mortal soul. And then
so I want you to know that I've been in the physical presence once when I was 12 years old, Bob, of an archangel, Archangel Gabriel, who's very dear to me.
Mm-hmm.
And I knew he was a friendly, as the angel of death is, by the way. Like, it's a good thing that he's there to carry you, right?
Right.
But every fucking cell in your body knows you're in the presence of something that is not human, which definitionally means doesn't have a soul. The only things that have souls are humans and cosmogony. So fucking fight me if you want to argue Thomas Aquinas. We'll go. But they are fearsome, powerful beings of pure knowledge. That's what angels definitionally are. And it's a trip to be in the physical presence of one instead of just telepathically, claircognizantly, et cetera, like whatever terms you want to use. Really quickly before we proceed, though, Kelsey had a good question, which is level setting for the chat. What are shadow people? Oh, someone provided Wikipedia. Look at that. Oh, it's you. Hey, what's up, Jesse? Jesse provided the Wikipedia link.
I'm trying to say, I'm trying to keep everybody up.
Seen them out of so in certain times of my derangements, right? Heavy crack smoke. Heavy smoke lots of crack, right? I'm alive, thank God, right? I can put a sentence together, drool every now and then, let's keep this light because it's some wild shit. I have some crazy stories. But the paranoia once you ingest so much cocaine in your body's defense mechanism is to become paranoid to make you get rid of that poison to stop. But on the other side of that door, you start seeing shit you're not supposed to see. And corners of the eyes, you could see shadow people there I could see shadow people in the area, black phantoms, if you will, where I was during that point, right? And I would be in one of my things was to drive around in a fucking car getting high in Austin, Texas.
Okay? By the way, though, it wasn't a bad time when it was going on.
Right. It wasn't, but it was, driving all around Austin smoking crack through the whole Metroplex,
Yeah. You were busy.
Bad shit crazy, right? But I could hear conversations in cars.
Yeah.
On the others with windows shut.
Yeah.
Parked by them. I could hear their conversation.
So you were experiencing spontaneous extrasensory perception as a result of using uppers. So I want you to know this is what the Nazis did on purpose with their meth. Have you ever read, what is it called, Blitzed, the book about the Nazi meth program and the occult?
No, but I've read some Holy Blood, Holy Grail about a lot of that.
Oh, yeah, that's great. But this is specific to like
a rad
uppers.
Book, dude.
Yeah.
Okay. I know they used to give it to the Japanese.
Yeah. The Germans were the first to synthesize it. Yeah, they gave it to the kamikaze, which is the Shinto term, meaning unending wave. Fun fact. But the Germans really dialed that shit in. And
1927 or something like that?
Yeah, it precisely correlates to when they started doing drill society ceremonies.
Uh-huh.
Panzer, yeah. She knows about the Panzer tank units. Anna Maria's, she gets it. She knows the stories.
Nice.
But what started to happen, Bob, as your story relays too, is it started to open up other perceptual doors. Not just because of the drug itself and increasing, amphetamines light up every brain center. I don't have to tell you.
Yeah.
Like you become fucking limitless in that way. But also they were hyper sleep deprived, which means intense levels of liminality, right?
Yeah, I had seen skulls and shit forming on my arms. Crazy shit.
Well, the shadow people, I want you to know, I've seen them and I've never done these substances. So I know they're real. And not just because of a drug side effect. For anybody out there who's going to be a fucking skeptic, shut up. It's Friday night. Knock it off. We're having a good time. But also, I had a week-long battle with a very, 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 very high-level demon. A client buried the lead and brought a hitchhiker in. And when I say high level, I mean name more times in the Bible than every archangel combined. Jesus, I was Conor McGregor in the cage with Khabib Nurmagomedov. I got fucking bodied for a week. And I was like, oh, there's levels to this, right? And my dog would start whimpering when it was around, and I would look, and we had these sort of like a window like this, and I would see a full-size shadow person. Like just the absence of light couldn't penetrate it, looking right at me through a window. Every time. So it's real. So to get into it, some people think a lot of shadow people, did you see the little ones, like 3 feet tall, small, around the bed, or were they tall?
They were, I mean, there's a lot of clarity clarity now, but disillusion then. I would see multiple sizes. So I know some of it could have been demonic, and some of it were shadow people or shadow
demons. The little guys are considered classic shadow people, and they're not full-on demons. Yeah.
I've only seen the tall ones.
Well, that's not great.
Yeah, I know, right? Yeah.
Those are the final bosses. They're the Bowsers.
Yeah, of course. I didn't know that there were the short ones.
It was circling back around to, I went into my counselor, right, to talk about.
Oh, yeah.
This.
Yeah. And bear with me, I'm plugging my phone in. Hang on, I'm listening. I can hear you.
He started talking to me, okay? And at that point, I knew it wasn't his voice. It was
that's not good.
Weird. So my counselor.
I don't like that at all, Bob.
Well, wait. Somebody was channeling through your counselor?
Yep.
Well, he told me things that nobody has ever known.
Did he have knowledge beyond human knowledge? Ancient languages, knowledge of secrets in your mind.
He had knowledge of me beyond that anybody ever knows.
It's not good. That's not a good sign. If they start speaking in Latin or Aramaic, it's time to get the fuck out. Bear with me. You're seeing more.
It wasn't Latin or Aramaic, but he told me this, and he said, you have been through the fires of hell.
Well, I can't plug that in. Fuck it.
And you have been tempered by the fires of hell, and you'll reach people that only you can reach. Okay?
Do you think it was a good guy or a bad guy talking?
He was a good guy.
Okay. All right.
He knew, there's things, obviously we all have secrets, and there's things he knew that were secrets that nobody knew.
I don't know what you're talking about. I don't have any secrets.
Yeah, I have 0 secrets. But yeah, so we're thinking angel, though, instead of, we're thinking it was beneficial.
But here's even the crazier thing, okay? Let's go 2-3 years later, right?
Okay.
I was at a church, okay?
What kind of church? Sorry, this matters.
No, it was a full gospel church.
Okay? Was it an old building?
I don't know how. No, it wasn't an old building. It was a brick building. So 50, 60, 70, something like that.
I remember when you were going to that place and it's okay.
Not in Jasper. No. That was in the 90s when I led. No. This is in about 2003 or 4. We came in from out of state. Cousins want us to go to church. There was a preacher here and a prophet. And
so it's a charismatic church.
Very much so, yes.
Where they speak in tongues and they channel and fuck yeah, dude. And I love a Pentecostal church.
Oh yeah, it was Pentecostal.
I'll go to a traditionalist Catholic or Pentecostal. I go to nothing else. Just so you know.
So I was under conviction, right?
Okay.
I was heavily under conviction, and I knew I was. And I went up there, and that preacher, word for word, laid hands on me and said the same thing I had heard 3 years prior to that in treatment.
Whoa! Holy shit, dude.
Bob,
real?
Can I tell you who I think it was? Because you had made contact the night before. So there's a thing that happens in shamanism that's similar to what happens in UFC or boxing. I don't know if you're a fan of combat sports like I am. I need to keep my testosterone levels up, Bob. I'm working on it. Okay?
I know, right? Yeah.
Me too. I'm 50-5. Trust me.
I load a gun. I watch UFC, not always in that order. But
I have guns too.
You know the concept of the rub. Like you fight someone who's much better than you, and it rubs off on you. There's a momentary osmosis.
Iron sharpens iron.
Exactly. And there's almost though like an alchemy in fighters where they're that much better the next time. Like they absorb, like Silas in Heroes absorbed a little bit of the power of the last guy.
Right.
In shamanism, when you have direct physical contact with an entity, good or bad, you learn things about them. Number one, like arcane knowledge. And number two, there's a rub, and I think it might have been the angel of death, Azrael. Azrael is not just an angel of death. So I wrote about him on Substack just the other day. And by the way, Bob, not for nothing, I'll send you a bottle, okay, of Azrael magical potion. But he's sort of like an angelic form of Saint Jude. He comes to those that have been in tremendous pain, and he's the only archangel. It's this great Kabbalah thing. Jesse, we can get to Kabbalah for Dummies, but he's the only archangel who breaks God's law by going to the underworld, hell, to perform exorcisms on the damned, and he drags them out of hell into heaven. So he's like SEAL Team 6, like he goes into unfriendly territory and yoinks people back out. And every time, apparently in Kabbalah, Lucifer confronts God with this, he's like, you're breaking natural law. We had this agreement, whatever. God's like, I don't know. He's not my guy. He's this weird, like, in other words, he's like black ops.
Uh-huh.
And so he comes to those, generally speaking, who've been through bullshit, like significant shit. And he becomes their friend. So it's not an accident to me. It actually perfectly lines up.
Interesting.
And this is why
he's kind of right in the center between the heaven and hell, is what you're saying.
But he violates laws of both. He's tremendous.
Chaotic neutral.
Yeah, he's
chaotic good. He's benevolent chaos.
Yeah,
because he's performing exorcisms.
He's a freelance operator.
Dungeons and Dragons term.
Yeah, hell yeah. So you know what he reminds me of, and this is why I posted that little thing, is if you've ever seen Sicario, perfect movie, the Benicio del Toro character, this Sicario, right? Like he was a DA, his family was murdered horrifically by the cartel. Spoiler alert, it's an old movie, get over it. But he's like operating in the gray, but he's ultimately doing, quote, God's will.
Yeah.
But he's the exception to the rule, and the exception that proves the rule. Like murder isn't right except for when it's done by so-and-so. And can like performing exorcisms in hell is illegal unless it's done by Azrael, kind of a thing.
Interesting.
So it's very cool. I'll send you a bottle, Bob. So message me, and Jesse has all my contact info. I'll get you one. It's my pleasure. So we put, I make a flower essence called Dead Grandma. It's a shout out to my dead grandma out of Marigold in it.
Marigold.
That's my favorite name of all your flowers.
Her father was a Project Paperclip Nazi. She had a good sense of humor. She was horrifically abused. Spoiler alert, Nazis didn't leave it at the office. She went through a lot, lived through the Depression. So that's Marigold, and then chamomile to create liminality, and then Canna indica to create like a membrane. What's interesting about that membrane thing is that's rehab, man. Like that's kind of where you was in a safe membrane for healing. Do you guys hear that sound?
Yeah. Could be me. Maybe. I don't know.
Jesse, do you have a vacuum under your table?
Are you just fans in here?
We have air. I mean, we have air conditioners.
I know, but it just started out of nowhere.
Because I coughed, I turned off the sound and then I turned it back on.
Oh, I see. Okay. All right. Sorry, everybody.
It'll blend back in.
False alarm. Game on. Wayne's World reference. Thank you for knowing that. No one knows that.
Fuck yeah.
But it's not an accident that you were in rehab when he came. He had other business there, which was someone dying of suicide, which in Catholicism and in many Orthodox faiths is a mortal sin. So homicide and suicide are the only two mortal sins. if you hang out with Catholic exorcists, they're quite uptight about all that. So side note, just get yourselves ready if you want to go to lunch with exorcists like I have. They're not that chill about their sense of humor about those things. And so he was standing on business, but then picked up on your vibe and did a little sideswipe and connected with you.
Very interesting.
Which honestly is, that's really cool. You know, that
it's like, so fucking awesome.
Yeah, would take that, you know, hey, I gotta go see Bob real quick before I'm out of here. Yeah.
Well, you know,
they noticed energy.
Yeah.
You were open, you were willing, you were in the process of like reclaiming yourself. And that's what he's in the business of doing, is reclaiming souls.
Yeah. Well, you know,
like attracts light in the woo, Bob. Like I joke all the time, Archangel Gabriel is kind of a cunt with a bad bedside manner. And I remember I see myself in the mirror and I go, oh, yeah, that's right. That's how that happens. Yeah.
It's, you know, I was open.
Yeah.
I'm still open, you know, to the spiritual matters. It's not as maybe prevalent.
Well, a client and I talked earlier today, true like shamanic, what we would call initiation experiences, which is what happened to you. And then you got a big fucking reminder of it a couple of years later at Pentecostal church, where it let you know that was real. They're very destabilizing. Liminality is incredibly eroding to the human. It's not a place. So a lot of people who use substances are intensely liminal, inherently liminal, and it erodes their life. But they have a lot of liminal experiences, which are heightened and hypernormal stimuli and very spiritual, right? Not always good, usually a mixed bag. But yeah, it's not good for you to always be in the woo, man. You have to come back to being a mundane human, chopping wood, carrying a water, or your body and your mind go. It's not a place to stay.
Bob and I were and I'm not going to name any names, but Bob and I were together in high school, and we knew like one of these old school East Texas witches, and like we saw some freaky shit go down. Like we saw like literally like a holding a crystal, and then that son of a bitch like stood like right up, just like that, like right
crystal, and she turned that bitch blue.
Yeah. And
like Yuri Geller.
Not only did it,
she was
not
Dark
only did it change
from Buffy.
Yeah, not only did it change color, but like we watched it move. There's no way that you can't do that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I remember that
like,
shit.
Imagine you're holding a crystal in your hand, like one of those, like
that, you know, pyramid, quartz crystal
and
pyramid.
And it goes right up. You know, like you can't fake that shit.
Did you guys watch Buffy? Don't lie.
I seen enough of it. I saw. Well, I mean, not like that. I mean, I saw. I saw a lot of it. I didn't see all of it. It's what I'm saying.
So I'm not going to say that I've rewatched it every episode multiple times, because I'll end up in a psych ward in Beaumont, Texas, very quickly.
Yeah, right.
I'm also not going to. I'm not going to say out loud how many times I've watched the first season of True Detective. This is not for any. This is to be unknown. It's like one of the great secrets of Enoch. However, there's a whole season where Willow, the Wiccan, the like friendly witch, cute lesbian witch on the show, with her girlfriend Tara, breaks bad, and everyone jokes she goes Dark Phoenix. You know, the X-Men reference to Jean Grey when the Phoenix Force takes over. And I'm a fucking nerd, actually. And thank God my husband loves, I was going to use an R-started word just now, but different people. Okay? He likes different people. Differently abled, some might suggest. But she had a clear quartz crystal, and she was scrying with it, and it turned black, and her hair turned black, and she flayed a bad guy because they killed her girlfriend while trying to kill Buffy.
I remember that when they look
at that. That's a spirit quartz. That's so pretty. It has metallic stuff in it. I love that.
I knew.
I have one of those, Bob.
I worked on a play with Barbara Bain, and I hung out with what's her dog?
Oh yeah, you told me about this. Yeah.
Yeah.
Who was Spike's girlfriend?
Yeah, Drusilla. Yeah.
Drusilla.
Cool as shit. Yeah,
Bob, I have a spirit quartz, but it's just blue.
She's cool.
Wow. I have.
That's
to the left of me, you can't see, but at some point you can join a stream that I do live.
And you'll show me your rocks?
I've got lots of crystals.
It's awesome.
Lots of crystal over in this corner. Lots of different stuff.
You hung out with her, Drusilla, in real life.
Yeah. Cool. She's fucking cool, man.
Yeah, that's funny. I was thinking about
Bane, dude. We used to, like Bob and I grew up watching her on like shit like Mission Impossible and Space 1999. So like it was like I was like, holy shit, I'm fucking hanging out with fucking Barbara Bane. That's weird, But it was cool,
guys,
you know?
Amy just said spit take, and that's when we take a drink of whatever, water, anything.
Right on.
Of course, spit take. It is the base department.
Copy that.
Bob, this was edifying. I owe you a bottle of Archangel Azrael. He's a very good angel to be friends with. I joke all the time that mine invented Islam. So there's that.
Hey, before Bob goes, tell him to watch True Detective.
Oh, you've not seen the first season of True Detective?
No, I haven't.
Kelsey is in the chat. Kelsey, report back. This was her homework assignment. She literally pays me to help her with shit. I was like, you need to watch the first season of True Detective.
Yeah.
It's her assignment.
Literally the starting point. It
is everything in life. Nick Pizzolatto is a fucking genius. I know he's creepy. I know he hung out at UT dorms. This is not my business. I stand 10 toes.
I lived at UT dorms. I was born on UT campus at Seton Memorial, where 35 and Seton used to be. And I lived in campus housing as a baby. And then the apartment complex that my parents lived in was right on North Lamar Boulevard.
Oh, yeah. So I'm on Bob Harrison here. Are you familiar with Bob Harrison?
I'm from Austin.
Yeah. So I live at the 1300th block of 1300 everything. Surrounded by all the cemeteries. I'm right here.
Oh, yeah. I know where that is. I used to hang out on the east side in Austin. 12th and Chacon back in the days, the bad days.
Oh, yeah. Chacon's right up there. So there's a really good taco place now called La Plancha that nobody really knows about. Now it's probably going to get ruined.
Is Juan in a Million still open? He was on his 6.
It is.
Oh, my God.
Juan in a Million is going
I don't even know what that place is. Yeah.
And it's right by my tailor where I have my many garments adjusted, because even though I don't leave the house, that matters to me because I'm vain.
Some Saturday or some weekend, something like, I'm gonna get me and Bob are gonna roll up there. We're gonna figure
out. Yeah, you are.
Yeah.
My dad lives there. My brother, he's a preacher, lives there.
Hell yeah.
I have family cousins that live there. I used to live
on 36.
I'm
going to take you to a full Latin traditionalist Catholic ceremony, Bob.
Interesting. Yeah, my brother he was a Methodist preacher for 10 or 15 years, and then he left the Methodist church and became Catholic.
Well, traditionalist Catholics do not recognize the authority of the Vatican
or something.
No,
he
has
something,
a PhD
right?
in theology from
so he went to divinity school.
Yes,
so you know, the Traditionalist Catholic Church here, I was set up with them through Ralph Sarchi, who I interviewed on my podcast, who's an exorcist who worked with Malachi Martin and Ed and Leanne Warren. And he was a New York City police sergeant and served in the army in Iraq. But they split off from the Vatican after Vatican II. And they go, you're an anti-pope now. This is all blasphemy. And they just, so it's like the Mel Gibson, Sheila Booth Catholicism. It's a show. Nothing's in English. It's a lot of incense, and they hate the government. You'll feel very comfortable there.
Well, I would love it at some point for us to circle back. Not this show, but I would love to come back on with Montauk Point. My granddad was an operator there. A radar operator at Montauk Point in the 50s.
Oh, yeah. The Montauk Monster.
Nuts,
that's Project Looking Glass. That's what I was talking about earlier. That's the good. Yeah, I'd love to do that.
That's the good, man.
as you can see, I study, I read, I do lots of studying.
That's one of us.
I don't know shit.
Jesse and
I got Kabbalah for dummies. Yeah.
That's awesome. Kabbalistic rituals, that's fucking
we
awesome.
Just go like, well, like Rachel talked me in, and she's like, you need to know about Kabbalah. I was like, all right, cool.
Well, Kabbalah, like everything, has a left hand and a right hand path. And I feel like Kabbalah gets a bad rep, with what's going on in the world currently. And it's not like that. Like, there's good and bad in everything. There's good and bad tarot. There's, light and dark versions. I always tell people, Luciferians, and they exist. Trust me, they're in my junk mail. I get hate mail. I get way more hate mail from demon worshippers, like the family and hereditary, than I do from Christian conservatives. I'm friends with those people. Wow. They don't bother me. I'm just saying the proof is in the pudding. But they, I go, I'll like ask people this as a sort of a thought exercise. What book do demon worshippers, Luciferians, what book do they read? What do they use? And they always go, oh man, I don't know, it's some family grimoire or something. I go, no, it's the Bible. They just cheer for the other fucking team, dude.
Yeah, right on.
Yeah. Like, try and lock in here, right? Yeah. Oh, my miner's lamp. So Amy, my adult caretaker, my caregiver, left, and it's on the table. And because he didn't set it up for me, even though he showed me how it worked last night, I forgot to bring it.
Yeah.
I bought a headlamp.
One of those things. Yeah.
I gotta bust it out. I have to bring it in. It's a good thing. So my grandmother, dead grandma, used to read books just wearing like an old, like, hiking, camping headlamp. Yeah, it's a real life hack. And I think it's a good Ghostbuster kind of look. But when the real grown-up in my house kind of leaves for the day, things go to shit around here. You want to talk about liminality? I have a wolf dog from Germany, and it's just he and I being incredibly intensely irresponsible. So thank you, Bob, DJ Renegade. Everybody subscribe to DJ Renegade. He plays music. He has interesting chats. We'll have you on. We will do things. It will be
so
fun.
Much. This was very awesome.
Yeah, me and Bob and Anna Maria will probably be live tomorrow night. So, like, come by.
Yeah, dude. Godspeed, friend. I think if you hang up and dial back in the chat, because I don't know how things work.
Yeah, we haven't figured that part out. I think you have to leave and then come back. But yeah,
I'm leaving.
Listen. Thank you. Right, I did this. I don't have to do anything organized or adult again for the rest of my fucking life.
Yeah. Rachel wrote The Business of Woo.
I wrote this book.
She didn't have to, Yeah,
I referenced it today.
Somebody was playing a clip from like The Big Lebowski. And it's like, did I pee on your rug, sir? And he goes, no, Woo peed on my rug.
It's so good. AJ, I'm so happy you're here.
Like, oh, shit. Hey, AJ.
AJ, I hope your psychiatrist or psychotherapist, pardon me, husband is in the chat lurking. He's one of my favorite people. He's so funny.
I think Anna Maria had something. And hold on. Somebody else.
Anna Maria, do you want to join? I'll invite you
and
very
then
quickly.
Serena. Yeah.
But heads up, Anna Maria, my battery is low. And I don't have an extension cord long enough. It's a thing. It's bad. It haunts me. How do we spell her name?
She's CONSTIBILLS.
Hang on. CONSTI. What is it, like Constantinople?
No, it's constibulus.
Okay.
LAS. It's
I found it. I found it.
Yeah.
How exciting. We can close on her, and if we get disconnected, so mote it be, as the Wiccans say.
This is not going to be the first time that we do this, guys. So
it's not. Jesse, are you having a good time answering people's supernatural queries?
Are you kidding? Of course I am. I love doing query stuff. Hey, what's happening?
Not too query, just query enough.
I'm just query enough. Yeah, for sure.
So, Anna Maria, you're one of my favorite people that I'm not that close to, and I know that's a creepy thing to say. I know that. I know how that reads, so I apologize, but I thought we just cracked the egg.
I love this.
Your art's beautiful.
Thank you.
I would like to have you on. Actually, Jesse and I should schedule this for next Friday if you're around. I'd like to get into occult lycanthropy and vampirism. And I hear through the grapevine, the gentleman sitting next to you in the other box, that this is somewhere where you have subject matter expertise.
Yes, especially because our vampire and werewolf lore is sort of different in terms of, what's established in the US and in other parts of the world, because here, yeah, I sent him a very funny video on that. I'll share it with you, but it's basically you do fucked up shit in life and then you die, and then if you did fucked up shit, you become a vampire.
I
And
love it.
our vampire lore is very funny. It's like, oh, you washed your hair and you were still on your period. Your child will be a vampire.
It's like Southern Italy, where you can't touch rotten tomato sauce or you become a vampire.
Yeah,
That's like, a real thing in the heel of the boot. In Puglia.
Oh, you are 40 days postpartum. You gotta wait till the 41st to take a shower. If you don't, vampire. It's very, very confusing. So
you can come down with vampirism through a variety of vectors.
You know what else? I think, like, what you were telling me about the way you guys look at werewolves, I think that's where Eggers is going with the werewolf.
With the belt of human skin?
Yeah. Well, it's, what did you say? Like, it's like to them, it's like a vampire. You have to die and then you come back a werewolf.
Yeah.
But
you're cursed with the werewolf, essentially, which brings me to a funny point, actually, because half of my family is dead because, life works out that way, thankfully. They didn't want to cut the grass at the cemetery. And my uncle, he's not very clever. He found something that you spray on the grass and the grass doesn't grow. And I thought,
it's called atrazine.
He thought that he would cut the grass, spray it on, and then the grass would basically have like a Brazilian cut. It would look like the lawn of a soccer field.
Yeah, just a runway. You just want a little runway. Yeah.
The grass looked burnt. Meanwhile, it's a cemetery. Everybody's lawn is overgrown. Meanwhile, our plot, where everybody's buried, is rotten, burnt. So yeah, the village people think we're cursed as a family. And
so can I tell you a family cemetery secret? So dead grandma, who's come up several times, and let me show you her legacy. Shout out to Nancy, whose father was a Project Paperclip Nazi. It's named after her, dead grandma. She and the rest of my family are buried next to where my Uncle Kevin lives in a suburb of Chicago. So his backyard is adjacent to the cemetery where we all have a family plot. And one day he woke up and he jokes he likes to go out because he's a Cancer like me and talk shit to his dead mother. He's like, it's just fucking what we did and we're going to continue to do it. So he went out there and the dirt sank. It's like a giant sinkhole where my grandma's fucking coffin was. And he said everybody worked at the cemetery, the city, everything was freaking out. Nobody knew what was going on. He goes, but we know. He called me. He's like, we know. She's out. She got out. She climbed her way out. There's like some kind of weird empty air pocket from her climbing her way out. And she's torturing everyone now. It was very funny. And it's the funniest looking situation because there's all these laws about them leveling the like land because there's other people buried. And yeah, you have to be careful. It's very funny.
I have a friend. Before we get this, you made me think of this. Like, I have a friend who's a romance writer, and we were both friends with an older romance writer, and so we're all meeting everybody first. She looks at her for a minute, doesn't say anything. She looks over at me and she goes, "Extra wide landing strip," and I was like, "What?" She goes, yeah.
And by romance writers, you mean erotica writers?
Yeah. Well, I mean, yeah, they did some of that too. But yeah, it's same shit. It is spicy romance. And she looks at her, she goes, yeah, extra wide landing strip.
I do sign
out
language.
Of nowhere, And
so
like
Jesse,
we're all at the wedding together, And I was like, All right, cool.
My battery's at 20%, so fair warning, we may have to wrap abruptly. So I apologize, but Anna Maria, we will have you on again. But and I'd like to deep dive into old lycanthropy, like Montague Summers, Mircea Eliade looks at the occult and the curse of the werewolf. I'm deeply familiar with things in South America. So in Brazil, it's the seventh brother. Do you know about that? If you have seven sons, the seventh son is afflicted. Like it gets, Catholics are funny because they're all just really pagans. Did you have a supernatural query for us this evening? AJ just said crotch ticklers. The chat's amazing.
Oh my God, AJ.
Since it ties in with the shadow people, I had a dream the other day and Bob was featured. I was in my room fighting shadow people. I was clubbing them to death somehow. I
think that's how you kill them.
I had guns. I had no business acting like the Punisher. Like there were like 7 of them.
To be fair, though, by the way, though, pardon me, you invoked my patron saint, Frank Castle, i.e. the Punisher.
By the way, the two of you don't know this, but the two of you both love the Punisher like crazy.
He's the best. He's the most poetic Nietzschean character in any comic book universe ever. Yeah.
What I love about the Punisher is pissing men off who are down low but don't want to admit it. Because what I've noticed with the Punisher is you mention him, and as soon as his dead wife gets brought up, they start shivering. They're like, I would have treated him so much better. So you're gay for the Punisher. No hard feelings. Cool.
Between you and me, and my husband, just so you know, knows this. I'm not speaking out of school, okay? Not violating our holy covenant. I am also gay for the Punisher.
That's fine. Don't be ashamed about it.
I'm not. I literally want Frank Castle to run the world. And that has been an ugly... Listen, my therapist knows about it. We're working on it. I'm having a certain knee-jerk reaction to society right now. We're going to
My mom knows about it, which is infinitely worse. And she's like, so the only category and requirement you have for a man is that his nose looks 10 times broken. And I'm like, listen, lady, you fucked my dad. You are in no place to speak about anything.
Here's what I'll say about Frank Castle. He doesn't complain. Ever. Okay. High pain threshold, very pain tolerant, loves his dead wife, super emotionally loyal, very emotionally deep, etc. Good provider before everybody died. That wasn't his fault, but he took care of them. He's outdoorsy. He's resourceful. He doesn't like a lot of negotiating boundaries. Boundaries are boundaries. Very boundary conscious man. And doesn't tolerate a pedophile. These are good qualities.
Absolutely.
Okay. Yeah, he put a silencer on a shotgun. It can be done. So,
yeah.
This is. Have you seen the new Odyssey movie? The whole time John Barenthal was on screen, I was like, just fucking be the Punisher.
The thing is, I cannot look at him when his head is shaved because I see the resemblance to my father, and then I'm like, maybe Freud was onto something. Which I would rather die than admit that Freud was right about anything.
What did Gigi tell you the other day? She found like a holster or something.
Yeah, she's like, I have your dad's holster. Do you want it? And I'm like, ma'am, he beat me to death with that thing. Why would I want it? She's like, memories, not fun ones. The thing about my mom is, the other day I told her I wanted to get a pole. In my language, pole is shipka, which basically means any kind of pole. But I said the pole for the door frame. So I cannot do pull-ups. Let's not kid myself. But I wanted to dangle because my shoulders.
Yeah.
So my mom, she misunderstood. She thought I meant stripper pole.
Yeah.
But the thing is, she didn't mind. She went straight into logistics. She's like, honey, you live in a 1-bedroom. Like, the only way you can put it is in the living room, and you will then have guests sitting there where your stripper pole is. And I'm like,
it's the best. It's the best.
Mom. So anyhow, the dream with the fucking shadow people.
And
one of them takes out a balaclava, which is basically made of fog. Turns out it's my dad. Surprise. I'm not surprised. And then as I'm beating them, and, it's a whole ruckus, Bob comes in and he's like, "What's that movie about the vampires in Detroit?" The worst part is I answer, I'm like, "Oh, it's Only Lovers Left Alive. It's actually my favorite movie," as I'm still clubbing shadow people. So, it
It
was
is fun.
amazing.
So, can I tell you, I've had vampire dreams lately. I've had, by the way, good vampire dreams and bad ones. But I blame the good ones on Anne Rice propaganda. I read a lot of Anne Rice as a child, The Witching Hour, et cetera, et cetera. But I've been having vampire dreams where I'm part vampire, a bit Blade-like. I'm a bit of a day walker, and I can control the bad vampires with magical words and with my brain. And I float up in the air and I move them away from all the normal humans. But because I'm an enemy to vampire kind, I have to sleep in the tippy top of very top trees very lightly so they don't kill me. See, Witching Hour. Speaking of erotica, have you read this book?
Yes.
Oh,
Look at
man.
me. I have no eyebrows and microbangs. Of course I have.
Oh my God, I love it. I used to look like Lydia from Beetlejuice for a very long time. I was a very serious, socially retarded child who read a lot of Anne Rice and studied Kabbalah. So I feel you on that. But yeah, no, I've had a lot of dreams. And what's weird is in the dreams, it's like people come into my home who were once invited in. So they had like a latent invitation. And then I realized, oh no, they got bit. They're bad now. And I have to get them out. I don't know what's going on with shadow people dreams and vampire dreams. I haven't had vampire dreams the longest time.
I had the weirdest dreams in the past couple of months. Vampire dreams are always something funny. I mean, all of my dreams are something funny for me because I get really hung up on it, and it sucks when I wake up and my day is insanely busy, and I'm like, oh, holy shit, I do not have.
And then she texts me at 3:00 in the morning for me.
Well, yes, she needs to process her hypnagogic.
No, I know. I'm not complaining. I'm just saying it's just I wake up. I mean, you can wake up to worse shit. You wake up to a text from her where she's 7 hours ahead of us or whatever, and she's like, "Hey, I had a dream that Bob was a shadow people or whatever, and then they were vampires."
He was there probably trying to crack skulls, dude. Bob's on the astral fucking running shit.
Bob he did have an actual shillelagh at one point, so I don't know.
I got a baseball bat.
I don't know.
I'll use it.
I got deranged cats. Works fine.
Thank you for joining. What I would say about the shadow people dream, and I'm spitballing here. I'm what the kids call freeballing it, as I have 13% battery before I wrap up. But the negative forces on planet Earth, there's this great I Ching hexagram, and it's called darkening of the light. And I think we've been through it in recent months where there's this all the negative forces that are somewhat parasitic, vampires, demons, etc., that need to feed on something, whatever that something is. They are getting pushed out of their natural ecosystems, and they're coming into overt reality. It's been interesting for me, and I'm grateful I have a home filled with Orthodox holy water, religious iconography, several exorcism manuals, and a hematite rosary. Yes.
Yeah, right on.
But it feels like it's sometimes things are what they are. And it might be you were battling shadow people and Bob came to help you because he's your buddy.
So you think that in the same way that humans encroach on animals' territory, cities expand or whatever, and then
I think the demon food, the supply chain that delivers their food's been disrupted.
That's fucked up.
They're acting.
Well, I mean, I guess that's good, but I mean,
And they don't care. Typically, they like to hide. It's that great line from The Usual Suspects. The greatest trick the devil ever pulled was convincing the world he didn't exist. Mm. They benefit from being covert, I think, and all of us being indoctrinated into secularism. And wow, that's silly. That's what dumb people in the country think, that are silly and superstitious. And now they're poking their fucking heads out a little bit more. And they don't really care who sees and who looks. And that's interesting. Okay, well, they're getting fucked with, but also it means just like a mountain lion that shows up in a cul-de-sac in suburbia, right? Jesse, in LA, they're very dangerous then because they're hungry and they're desperate. So they're acting a fool.
Definitely. And I mean, the thing is, it's that old 9-gag joke from like, I don't know, 2013, where it's like, oh, if zombies were after brains, they would starve on you. But with all the overuse of AI and the literacy crisis, like genuinely, it's very, very hard to drain meaningful energy from somebody because a lot of these people nowadays are really fucking soulless. Like, if it's hard for me to get a decent conversation out of somebody, imagine what it's like for actual vampires, because everybody's
Anna Maria, I have a term for this. Hang on. The Business of Woo-based department's doing research. Beep, boop, bop, 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 bop. Those are research sounds. Let me pull this open. There's a term for being depraved of intellectually stimulating conversations and therefore feeling spiritually lonely. And I found it the other day. And I sent it to Kelsey. Kelsey might pull it up faster than me. Hang on. Although it is her Friday night. It is called epistemic loneliness. Epistemic?
Epistemic
Thank
sounds
you.
right.
Loneliness is a cognitive form of isolation that happens when you cannot share complex ideas, inner thoughts, or meaningful perspectives because you lack a willing, able, or understanding conversational partner.
That's my master's thesis, actually. I mean, it's based on that, but it's the title, the working title, I should say, is the self-induced solitude of a mind that's burdened with glorious purpose, which is just my way of making people sick of me because I love it. But it really is a concept that's bothering me, and me and Jesse talk about it all the time. Sometimes it's all we talk about for like 3 days. We're just like,
yeah, no shit.
These fucking people. But yeah, it's literally that. And I think that this shallowness that the human world has entered is really
the flattening, the social and cultural flattening of it, from like it's all been gooed up into the shit they put inside a sausage casing. It's terrible. There's no
really is. You know, when I start, I'm not going to go off on a huge tangent here, but when I go on Substack and shit and I start bitching about how like the way film looks now and everything looks flat and like fucking fake and shit.
The Hulu-fication of film.
Hulu, yeah. Okay.
See, I read his shit. He doesn't think I read his shit.
I never think anybody reads his shit. But, that extends to everything, though. You know, it's
it
like
does.
I just know how to
articulate it.
Yeah, thank you. Articulate it when it has to do with writing and film and stuff.
Yeah,
but I feel like
the same thing's happening in spirituality. Everyone treats it like a fucking magic 8-ball or vending machine.
Like
it's adorable.
You remember the fucking you remember the Never-Ending Story?
Yeah, it scarred me for life.
Of course. Well, I know exactly which scene scarred you. But anyway,
and now I live with the nothing. I brought him back from Germany, Anna Maria.
But that's
never bring a creature back from the Black Forest.
The nothing. It, like like everything is just falling into the void.
Well, here's what we can do about it. And this is our action item as the Business of Woo base department. Okay. Is Anna Maria, we're going to have you back on either next Friday or the Friday after. And we're going to, instead of aptly pointing out the issues, which I do all the time, and I'm angrier about it than both of you. I tell people to fuck off. Like if someone disturbs my peace with banality, I make them feel pain for that so that they think about it next time.
The only right course of action, to be honest.
No problem socially. But I think what we need to do is what Camille Paglia, true old school feminist, suggested, which is the only thing that survives of a culture is its art. So what we need to do is create. And I'd like to get into lycanthropy and vampirism through various cultural lenses. And let's bring the culture back constructively and provide it to the zeitgeist. I think that's our best course of action right now.
That would be a rad ass show right there.
Yeah, we can do that.
No,
that'll be fun. I'll wear my human skin werewolf belt.
Yeah,
sure.
I mean, what I'd also like to add to the discussion in general is how, everybody's ashamed of everything. And they always
hate it.
project it on other people because my whole thing is being strange and off-putting. I love it. I enjoy it. I'm a creature. I like to reflect it. And it's not like people treated me any better when I looked normal, quote unquote. So at least I'm having fun with it. But it's always like really, really fun when you're just minding your business and somebody's like, aren't you not embarrassed of that? Yeah, sure. What? Of what? Of having a human experience, of, living, making my own decisions.
I'm telling you, the vein of Puritanism in our world is so strong, and it thinks it's not puritanical because it's ideologically, technically, on paper, liberal. But they're the new witch hunters, Ben.
Absolutely.
They're here. We got flanked from the left. My old team got bit by a vampire, and it's spreading.
See, we're not, but you and I, we're like old school liberals.
I know, dude.
So
but we
it's
might like to most people, you and I are fucking Nazis now.
Yeah, and that's my whole point. Like,
it's crazy.
They look at us like we're like, oh, you guys are conservative.
Oh, you bathed today. Oh, you must be right wing.
but like if they point at you and they call you conservative right now, you're just like what an actual liberal was like
5 years ago.
Yeah, okay. Not even that far ago.
This is Aramon's doing, and Aramon, I'm looking at the power lines. Okay, fuck you, bitch.
That too. Yeah.
So Anna Maria will have you back. We'll wrap up today's Business of Woo-based department, but I will reach out. I'm actually highly organized despite my alcohol consumption habits and the way I present.
What she's trying to tell you is that
I will send you an email.
We're both kind of drunk right now.
So, but I'll get on. Trust me.
I would be. Trust me. I have 2 bottles of wine, but I paid for lymphatic drainage, and I was stuck in one of them bodies.
Oh, dude,
I get lymphatic drainage once a month.
Do you know what she did today? Tell Rachel what you did. That thing. The thing. That. What did
glove?
Was it? Did they compress you or decompress you? I don't know which one.
They compressed me into a PDF file. I'm being mailed currently to bed.
Like she got in a thing, like a suit, and like they compressed her.
And they schwitzed you.
I was swaddled. They put me in this thing, and I'm laying there restrained, and my physiotherapist is there, and he's bullshitting me, and his wife is yapping at me. We held each other verbally hostage for like 3 hours. It was fantastic. I love those people. Wonderful experience.
I get lymphatic drainage once a month now since I got acute toxic mold exposure, which I used to make fun of people who talked about mold, and now I am a mold person. And I feel fucked up and hungover from the worst bender ever for like 3 days afterwards. So don't do what I do and to be like, I can have a sip of wine at dinner after lymphatic drainage. I did that one time, Jesse. And my husband's like, I think we have to like get you somewhere. Like you have to be like put into bed or an institution or something.
They basically put her in a vacuum bed, but not like
compress the toxins
not like the weird fetishy thing. You know what I mean?
Like, but also not like that.
Yeah, it's the same concept.
It was pretty kinky, let's just say that.
It's the same concept, but like different kind of kinky.
Yeah.
It's all I'm saying. Yeah. Medical kinky. All right?
Yeah.
There. Yeah.
Yeah. Like Epstein's Island, the dental room. We could talk about that sometime too, with all the face masks up on the wall.
We probably shouldn't hit that tonight. I don't
not tonight. Tonight's not the night. It was a lunar. Oh, Google it. You'll see Howard Lutnick's face.
You know what? It's been a week, Rachel. I'm not Googling the fucking dental room on Epstein Island. I'm not doing it.
I'm gonna go have a slice of pizza. But Anna Maria, I'd love to do this again. I think we'll circle back corporate terminology, which means I will message you and we'll schedule it. And everyone who's in the chat right now, if you enjoyed this supernatural call-in extravaganza, happy hour variety show, whatever you want to call it, let us know, subscribe, message, and keep an eye out for notes because we'll schedule the next one. I really think, because Robert Eggers is my fucking boy. Okay, he can do no wrong in my eyes. Northman was like beyond brilliant, and I couldn't be more pumped about Werwolf in the Old English 12th century lexicon. So let's get into it, and I'll do a little vampire and werewolf research before we get back together.
Totem, y'all. Badass cards.
By the way, it is the end of the world and demons are running things, but
badass cards.
You know, my motto is the horrors persist, but so do I.
So do
nobody's coming to save me, but nobody's coming to stop me either.
What? Money to spend? You know, I'm here trying to make a living. Thank you so much, Laura. You guys would actually, Laura Oxendine here. I'll connect you guys. She's an incredible artist, and her aesthetic is like David Fincher and David Lynch kind of had a baby. It's
holy
really
shit.
great.
Connect me and her. Yeah, connect me and Laura too. I want to see that.
Well, Jesse, she's the one I told you about who does the film.
Unless we're already connected. I don't know.
No, the interactive video stuff for corporate clients and things like that. So she's got a studio called Throne Light.
Oh, yeah. I knew people like you, Laura. I know what you're up to. Yeah.
Yeah. So we'll reconvene again, and this could be it's sort of like a witch's Sabbath.
Yeah, for reals. And you know what? We're gonna do this. Like we're gonna keep doing these. I'm
gonna rub my body in wormwood oil and bring my broom.
Yeah, me and DJ and Anna Maria will be probably on stream tomorrow night. So
I'll join.
all of you are welcome.
Oh, you know what? I can't join tomorrow night. Special announcement.
You're going to a thing. Yeah,
I'm going to see libertarian comic Dave Smith at Comedy Mothership. I am really good friends with Dave's co-host. I'm part of the problem. Robbie Bernstein hosts Summer Porch Tour in my yard every year.
Snap some pictures of that place. I want to see what it looks like.
I will, but they won't let you use your camera inside. It goes in a bag you can't open.
Before you go, before you go in and shit. Like,
Dave Smith debated Douglas Murray on Joe Rogan's show and beclowned him and destroyed Chris Cuomo as well in a live debate. So he's kind of he's a pig like us, Jesse.
Beclowned?
Oh, yeah. He got, and
I feel like we need to start using beclowned. You know what I mean?
Douglas Murray showed his whole asshole. And did you ever see the clips of it? And we'll end on this, but when he was talking about Israel and Gaza and whatever, and Douglas Murray pretended to be like surprised. He goes, "You've never been?" And he just kept saying, "But you've never been to the, what do they call it? Of Levant or the Levant? You've never been?"
Yeah. And it's the Levant. Yeah.
And Dave Smith was like, "I'm not a veterinarian, but I know what a fucking dog is." And just like, it was like that ontological, like logical fallacy of the appeal to authority that like sophists just invoke when they want to win an argument. It's like, yeah, no, I haven't been on the IDF press tour, the propaganda tour of the approved facilities. Like,
I haven't been to the Levant, but I know I'm familiar with the concept.
And so they made a T-shirt, him and Robbie, and it's what's the bean company, the canned beans, and it says "Never Beans." I gotta get you one. Yes, and it's Never Beans.
That's great.
So he's a great man, and he speaks. I'm not political at all, but I like people who just talk better shit than other people, and are like, I don't give a shit about who your masters are or what letters are after your name. If you suck in an argument, you fucking lost. Like that's kind of my religion. So
damn, I'll have to look that episode up this weekend.
Oh, it basically shifted the whole argument. It came out a few months later that Douglas Murray was a paid asset of the Israeli government. So it was very telling, and people started looking into stuff.
And they caught a lot of those people that were like, at the same time.
Unless you're transparent, disclose where you're getting your money from in that environment. You know, it's fair game, I think. And nobody pays me except the people who buy these fine products.
Flower Essential.
All of my clients and customers will tell you, you don't get any special treatment because ain't nobody got time for that. So thank you for your purchase.
Read The Business of Woo, even if you're not like a tight sweater, good speller.
Good speller.
Yeah.
So Anna Maria, I'm a big fan of Kanye West quotes, and my husband hates him with a fiery passion. But he was on a podcast, and Lex Friedman goes, "Well, I mean, like what you said, DEF CON 4." And he goes, "Well, I didn't know it was DEF CON. I'm not John Legend. I'm not a tight sweater, good speller."
We mentioned that on the stream when was it?
Nothing makes me happier.
I think we were on what were we on last Sunday? Yeah.
Tight sweater, good speller.
And I was like, y'all
He's
are
a poet.
Believe. No, like me and Anna Maria and Bob, I was like, y'all ain't gonna believe the shit that like Rachel told me about like John Legend and Kanye West.
Yeah, he's a bit of a different thinker. And I said that at a dinner party. I go, he's a different thinker. My husband like looked at me like, it's more than that. Shut up. And I was like, all right, okay, fair enough. Fair enough. He's got different opinions. He's got different thoughts. He's a different kind of guy. I don't have to live with him. I would never marry a Gemini. No offense, Amy. I love you guys. Just not in my house as my mate or partner.
I don't think anybody on this chat is advocating marrying Kanye. Okay, but like that shit's funny. That fucking John Legend shit's
someone
funny.
needs to. He can't be just out in the wild. Well, you guys take care. This is great. Happy we all survived the lunar eclipse. We're gonna get you back on, Anna Maria, if you're willing. I'm honored by your presence. I think your art is fundamentally awesome.
Thank
because
you.
it comes from somewhere, kids. She's not derivative. How about them apples? You can work with her. Inspiration.
Like everyone is her, but
oh Lord, I have one in progress.
It's not her. Yeah. Oh, look at that.
It's so fucking cool. I wish I was good at that shit. I'm just good at words like every other week.
I fucking suck, man.
For 5 minutes.
she draws some shit in a sketchbook and like it takes her a day. And like it literally takes me like 2 months to do anything kind of close to that, you know?
It takes me 2 months to fucking empty my laundry basket.
Yeah, I know, right? Away. Like I got the fucking chair. I understand what you're talking about. I'm with you.
The laundry cuck chair where you sit.
I've got the laundry cuck chair in here. Yeah, for sure.
What was that? Laundry humiliates you. Jacuzzi.
Which one?
The jacuzzi.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Cuck jacuzzi.
Cuck jacuzzi. Yeah. She called it a fucking jacuzzi.
Hey, Deanna, I am a Cancer pig. Jesse is a Libra pig. And Honoria, what are your signs?
I'm chaotic. My sun is Virgo, moon is Aquarius, everything else is Virgo.
My moon's in Aquarius too, and I have tons of Virgo.
My family exclusively fucks for Christmas and New Year's. Everybody in my family is born in September. There's too many Virgos. My cats are Virgos. My mom the other day actually proposed a fantastic idea. She's like, if you ever get married, because the concept of wedlock does no longer exist to my mother, even though she had me out of wedlock. She's like, if you get married, you and your husband should wear chastity belts starting Christmas Day. And I'm like, is there any less severe methods perhaps? And she's like, no, they won't work.
By the way, don't threaten me with a fucking good time.
Yeah, no shit. Everybody in Tuzla is all like, oh, the weather outside is frightful.
Jesse, I'm at 1%. It's happening.
I love you.
It's happening. Godspeed, you guys.
I love you. Have a good night.
Bye.
Out. Everyone, thank you for showing up. Rachel has her iPhone has exploded. We out. Everyone, come see us tomorrow if you want to. Follow me, find my find our shit, and follow us and me, Anna Maria, DJ Renegade. There's no telling. We'll be talking about like killer turkeys and shadow people and shit.
You never know.
You never, ever know. I wish you all a good night. And, around Christmas time, wear chastity belts.
Bye.